And I think most people will come in with that in their minds, but an opportunity perhaps for GX as the underdogs. Certainly no opportunity for Purpo. Clean, quick shot by RieNs, MiniBoo on it as well. And GX look very much staggered on the way through B. They openly peeked some angles to try to draw rotations perhaps to allow that lurk up from Hoodie. That's being caught as well. Now a spam through the smoke takes Cloud.
The title at the moment with an ace in the first pistol he ever played. But hey, you know, he got a kill. He did better than the rest. They could be eliminated this week. Also, they're very likely already gone. Making their move. MiniBoo's watching. Head spotted.
It's a fake.
Already have a little bit of information. Actually, the rotation's been pulled. Both players start their move, although RieNs, there's a little bit of hesitation. I don't think he's realized that Fit1nho's crossed just yet, but that spot will come out. 20 seconds left on the clock, and they still haven't managed to get themselves into the site just yet, but RieNs being so low means he almost has to try and give this one up. Even still, though, Fit1nho battling, brawling. benjy's already managed to give them the man advantage, and the plant will at least be coming through. An opportunity here with players so desperately low.
Yeah, this could be it for GX. That fight towards elbow especially, they're teed up with the flash. It's caught them a little bit of Famsii doubles up. Fit1nho looking to swing deep and take MiniBoo down. It's a dangerous fight, but one that he wins. And Boo a little late to the party. He's got Purpo looking the other way. Has an idea of the final player, the low HPs.
You'd be thinking this game is a given. For benjy, this is like World Cup final. Like the guy is all in every single time.
He's soaking in every minute on that stage. You'll love to see it. Purpo's already on the side. Gate crash was used. Fight onto Boo is good. Spots the second, but can't get there in time. The aim not quite following, but GX managing to storm the site, cleaning up the rest of the kills, and leaving benjy and RieNs to clutch it. They're miles away. Split as well, coming in from separate angles. This is going to be a round for individuals to thrive.
Very
RieNs
consistent on this map. A double pump back in towards this B site. Information will be gathered up by Purpo. He has an exit plan at least, and we'll be able to spot the majority. In fact, though, he actually tries to go in.
That was an audacious play. My goodness. RieNs picked up two from the backside before going down. It gives them a chance. TP attempt from Famsii. He's gone right behind him. The trail even showed it, but they didn't react in time. And now Famsii, well, he might be stuck in a corner, but he's got plenty of support. Showstopper used at the end. Here on the attack side, especially with recent changes, especially with recent IGL changes, but it's been clean. You can't explain any of it by what we just saw from Cloud. That was ridiculous, and Famsii has gone for the TP. From the shadows, straight up to A-Heaven. People are turned back to look at him. He wins the fight, and his teammates clear outside because of the paranoia in the back of their minds. Beautiful stuff from GX.
Yeah, they're definitely playing a disruptive style, and right now Heretics are really struggling to deal with it.
Flare that with the spike. It looks like we're going to get that B push, and the fight with benjy is finally found, but it's benjy's aggression that gets it done, and the re-swing is his as well. A shutdown of Hookah, and now they're all left alone.
Paranoia, it's not going to catch anyone. Double TP, two players taking aggressive pushes. The trade's coming back, but it's still going to be left all onto Hoodie. 1 versus 2, both players only with pistols remaining, but they're looking to try and take this one together. With Spike in hand, maybe a little bit tentative. They're already move towards this B site. The thing is that he could go the TP, but it's running out of time. He's going to have to go back for the plant, and they're waiting to see if they can hear that plant before making a single move. This is incredibly patient from the side of Heretics. There was an expectation that he would be spotted. Still a Prowler available as well, so that will leave him stuck in the mud. Every piece of utility that Wu threw out.
MiniBoo's waiting. Boo's on the jump peak, smokes in hand. RieNs about to get contact. It's the little guy that gets a huge tags nade for back as well. He's got to be careful. Those paint shells could take him down, trapped in the corner and dropped, but it serves as a bait. They're not ready for Boo. He's grabbed a third in this round, and just because of him, it's still doable, but left into the hands of benjy and Woot for the retake.
Yeah, the new boy alongside Fit1nho, the longest standing member, to try and hold on to this round. GX have done well to sort of recover from the early fight, but being caught out by Boo has definitely left them in a problematic scenario. Both players wrapping round towards that elbow position. Fit1nho looking for contact, and he doesn't miss that first shot, knowing now that he has the time, the nade as well. It's left to Wu, and
it's benjyfishy that's in a lot of danger. Here it comes, showstopper used, snake bite down. trying to keep Fitnhoback. It has actually slowed him for a moment. The decoy's already burned up, and he's going to fire it blind. Benji's in the firing line, but it has missed. Went straight past him. Good utility to counter it out. Now Benji's on his second. Still alive inside the site as Heretics claim back control. There's the swing and react.
Still having some ults to play with, and Fitnhojust wants to brawl.
Unfortunately for him, it was MiniBoo waiting on the other side. A well-placed shot and another few onto Cloud that leave him low. Purpo's claimed the space though. Gate crash used, flash is gone, decoy out. But he's stuck in this corner and they're aware of it. Orbital strike called in just to make sure there was no way out for that man. And with Cloud hanging on to life by a thread, this Viper's Pit might be able to at least even the odds somewhat if Heretics go walking into it. The problem is they don't really need to right now. They've got the numbers to work with. And once that spike goes down, you'll see the TP coming out of RieNs and benjyfishy.
Nice shot from Famsii. Again, he's been clean with these fights. Still a couple of players left on the other side of the map as well. The problem is spams. Can you get this plant down? Not only without losing a player, but more so without losing too much health. And in fact, no, they don't believe they can. Realizing that there's too much of a gamble with players on the other side. The problem now is you're not really in a better spot here. In fact, it looks significantly worse. And just look at where the remaining player, if they even TP here, they're going to meet the man that is benjyfishy. 20 seconds left to try and find anything. A haunt to reveal. They know they're still on spot. Famsii trying to play aggressively, but he meets Boo as well. Come on now, Hoodie. Last man standing. Waffa.
The last pistol really didn't go GX. We'll ignore that flash. That didn't happen. It's okay. Bug. Something like that. Fitnho's done well. Not really. Dropped immediately. Purpo, Famsii in the same fate, and Heretics again managing to just steamroll over this site. I don't think the flash connecting from Purpo would have really helped all too much either. Heretics push out was well timed, and now, well, we're left in a clutch situation where both players are fairly locked out. I think there's even a poison orb blocking spawn.
We have to get back in. It's not going to be easy. Just look at the positioning as well. Every single member is in a passive off angle, flank being watched just in case. Like, Heretics have always been quite regimented when it comes to these late rounds. Not really a team to give these advantages away. They'll at least be able to find one, but just the time. It's so far gone at this stage that getting this defuse is impossible. And the second they go in, no.
Cost £3 for the helium. Well, Fitnho's done well. Wood taken down at the start. A little bit of control for this squad. TP back over to B. Okay, I like this setup. GX have funneled Team Heretics towards the left side of the map, towards B. And well, that's exactly where the stack up is. Two players on the other side of the orb. Benji is going to have a tough time. What? He got both of them. That is outrageous. 3 versus 3. It's recovered by Hoodie. At least it seems to be. Although the nade was going to take him down. Boo gets there first. Low HP and drop.
Smokes out. Snake bite to the lane. They're just going to go running into this, but Cloud's holding the line. 2 kills already, but again, it's Benji. Turning the tide, looks to swing forward. His reaction shots today are off the damn charts. And while Famsii, he's been good. He's been great so far at this matchup. But he's got to try and fight back in for this 1 versus 3. Financially, him and Cloud are the only players that have any money in the bank, so if he's going to make a move, he needs to make sure he comes up with something, otherwise they're going to be in trouble financially in the next.
He's going to commit to it. And Wood's timing, good to catch him. Now they've got the information, they're focused in, and Famsii getting out is going to be very difficult. They try to TP out to long, but he's suspicious there could even be a player there.
It seems like they're going to go in with the full force of this team. Already tacked up a little bit, could be a problem. Cloud at least found one. Hoodie's still surviving. Smokes come in, but the spam is enough. It's going to give them that man advantage. And they're not stopping. Wingman being sent through is going to reveal a player behind. With a couple low, there's still an opportunity for Fitnho. Once this smoke fades away, there's one, but he needs more. Trades are immediate. Another from Woot, who's had a quieter game so far. And now Famsii, once again, left into a clutch. He's going to spot out that first. And Boo is just waiting back. TP to reposition. looking to try and find his counter bar, and he has.
But close last round, now online, now there to work with, and Showstopper used on the back of a Prowler. FitnnhoH needs to hunt down this kill.
Nope.
The crowd control's barely worth it in a round like this.
They stimmed him away. They stimmed him away. That's what you call team play. A Brimmy Stimmy to help him escape. The fights traded back and forth. FitnhoH now can get back into the site. The Showstopper didn't work, but he's doing the job with the rifle nonetheless. Has a little bit of support, but with that spike down on the deck, they don't need to overextend. No wingman to help them out, as it will start to dissipate. May just wait the 10 seconds to try and have a third member. And instead, maybe expecting a rotation. Look at the almost pincer that's coming in from behind, with GX completely repositioning.
Even with Purpo's spot, they're ready for a TP, but that's not coming through. We can see the plant now, 2 players from behind. They're not together just yet. And Heretics have isolated them just in time. Maybe the second player can be the element of surprise. They shouldn't expect Purpo to be here. Or maybe they won't. Cloud, though, on his way in, has to make a little bit of noise. Purpo needs to regain that control. Sneak his way up the back is being watched nonetheless. It's going to be 2 tough fights and a reveal that gives it away. They know exactly where Cloud is. C's used, and there's the other player spotted. Info now in their hands, and the execute. Who knows how that's going to go. Maybe use another signature blast pack to get out of there. For GX, problems. Orbital strike blocks out a lot of control. Now here comes Viper's Pit, presumably, if Benji can stay alive, which he's done a damn good job of most of the time. Already, 2 players dropped on that defensive side, only for the one on the other side. Here comes Thrash, it's caught. Did it catch the player?
Yeah,
I don't think so. I didn't hear this.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, they did, okay.
Papa from behind. It's being watched. Clean. He doesn't expect a second. Boo's just going to track him on the wallbang into a 2v2. Viper's Pit's being traded as Benji falls. And Hoodie is still standing. RieNs, he goes in, but he's actually going to go down. It's left to Boo. Another clutch. He's won them all so far, but now has to try and fight versus both players. Looks for the kill onto one of them, but can't.
GX are hoping for, but
They've
Heretics.
given Woot the spike. They want that Nightfall. They'd rather him get that Nightfall than play with the wingman to get them into the after plant. It definitely has a little bit more risk, but they're going to use it to almost sell the fake. Woot got the ultimate, but it was by a bullet to the head. Won't be using it in this round.
They just committed to that TP, and then they lose their player on site. It was supposed to, especially attack side, 3 rifles. Well, MiniBoo is being dropped immediately. Great job by FitnhoH, winning out that duelist fight. Famsii toying with the idea of getting further aggressive. He moves back. They think they've cleared it. They don't think that Boo can even be here. The paranoia used. Oh, Famsii still getting work done before he's dropped it. It makes it back to an even scenario. 2 rifles and the ultimate for Woot. Where's it going to be used? Is it going to be used even at this point? They're flooding the back site, just taking the fights, and there's a Woot. So now, post-patch.
Yeah, like they tried it out last week. It worked well, but ultimately it's a very different ball game now that you don't get that shield consistently regenerating every time you get a couple of kills. So he's going to have to be a little bit more selective. The time in which you're allowed to hold on to it as well is diminished. I think it's from 20 to 12 seconds, so quite a big hit. But clearly they feel like everything else as a part of the kit is still going to be valuable, and to be honest, in Woot's hands, I wouldn't be overly surprised if that was still the case.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is still a strong agent, just in terms of the shield being online for most of the round now. Not a case is a welcome change, let's say, especially with some of the players we have on the server. Someone like Woot can do damage, but GX have sent Famsii out to try to fake this B play, try to make them think on the defensive side that the push is going to come down through the spawn, that there's some presence here. In fact, they're already rotating, and Benji proving to be quite difficult to root out of that position.
There's a bit of damage done, but again, well, they are just winning all of these fights in the pistol rounds. Woot,
30 seconds
as said, shield not going to last as long, but when he's healthy, it doesn't really matter as much. already see the rotation coming through. Finally, Woot will be dealt with, but they are running out of time. They need to get a move on, and actually that kill could make a difference. A full sprint to the other side of the map should give them enough time to get the plant down and actually play this 2v3 after plant.
Yeah, that is a saving grace of a kill. Boo just looking the wrong way, and now the same thing happens, but RieNs on 4 health recovers it. That's 1 extra man alive for this 1 versus 2. A tougher task for fit1nho. RieNs will be easy to take down, but benjy on the back of it, and now they've got the information. They know exactly where fit1nho is. He moves away from the stun, gets out just in time to catch the first, but the shots... I like it. I think it's a big part, though, being able to be flexible in a team. Cloud, well, had the same thing in the last map. One of the early rounds, spammed straight through the smoke and dropped down. Boo's got heaven control. He's about to be challenged, but he's creating a little bit of extra space alongside his teammate. And the main thing here, you just don't want to see fights isolated, where many of those GX players can overwhelm someone, because the weaponry they've brought to bear is not the best. Both players coming from mid, though, are rocking sheriffs. So a tougher fight for RieNs. They're waiting it. The hope here is that the rotation comes in from Heretics eventually. It hasn't, but MiniBoo has found himself in the open. 2 kills for Hoody, and all of a sudden, this round is in contention. A 3rd for Hoody. Shots are magnetized here, straight to the head, and Heretics, well, they're in a huge disadvantage on the way back in.
Yeah, they bought a lot of rifles into this round as well, 4, I believe, so they are now in a problematic scenario of not only taking a massive hit, but also the round slipping away. Boo is already going to TP across, trying to find another angle to fight from, but Purple, while blind, is still going to look for someone to make a mistake, and there it is. MiniBoo, not expecting an operator. Why would you?
Oh, it's a big hit. MiniBoo down. That pixel angle from last round not replicated here. GX get to stack themselves up. Look to execute a sight now on the back of it. At least that seems to be the call. benjyfishy and MiniBoo towards this side. Traps on the way out of the choke point, and then on the actual side itself, Cam watching and spotting for those feet as they make their way up into heaven or down below. So it's a good position to play from. The first trap denied, and Boo shot through the smoke. He wasn't even firing back. benjy knows there's one up top. His trap's protecting down below, and he corrects just in time to take down Purple. There's the trap on the flash as well. Great flash from RieNs. That's got a free kill for benjy, and a chance for more, but that chance fades. Now down to just Hoody, though. 21 HP on RieNs. Woot still alive, but I don't think he's got a shield to work with. Oh, nice shot from Hoody! It's doable! It's winnable! He's still trying to replicate that success with the wall bangs, and it was close.
In favor this round. Again, we're going to see different control taken. A battle into mid. Paranoia through immediately. The stun is great, but the first kill still goes in the other direction. Now Famsii is going to eliminate MiniBoo from the round. Instead, though, they're going to try and run back in, and there's only 1 man in their way.
30 seconds.
Yeah, but this man has stopped them many times in the past. A tough task. He finds the first. Cage up, sneaking forward, isolating a duel, but he doesn't know that. But he's managed it, and now the spike. Oh, another for benjy! It's spike up close. The other further away. Nade thrown through. benjy's reposition. He doesn't want to go down in this fight. Instead, looking to fight a little bit later. He knows exactly where Famsii is. Plant will not be denied. Rifle recovered. Off the Guardian into the Vandal. Those headshots needed, though, on 62 HP. It's going to be a very close fight if they can get the gun pointed in the right direction. But benjy's got another. The ace on the cards. Effectively. But there is always a chance. Well, not always. Next week, check in.
I'd say Famsii as well has done very well on rotations. Like, he's been playing mid quite often in these rounds as the sort of secondary duelist at times. Trip spotted, immediate swing from Boo, and actually a rolling thunder thrown in. It hasn't connected onto Hoody, though. He's been fighting tooth and nail this game so far, but this is not looking like one of the best scenarios. fit1nho, though, is making it competitive. The problem is the time. They've only got 14 seconds.
The save is in full effect. He has to play a bit more reserved. Well, I say has to. Most players would have to. He has decided to not go charging through. The Rolling Thunder respected as B site control will be taken. Famsii does well to drop Boo. He's looking for a bit more. Saw a player trapped in the corner. Hoody picks up the angle and closes it. Oh, MiniBoo! 25 HP, 2 kills. Not bad. It's left benjy in a doable position, and this guy, he always seems good for a 3K. This does seem like a little bit too much to ask.
And while the confidence of this double duelist is continuing to thrive, great paranoia, but even still, it's only a 1-for-1.
And even then, the damage done might make that a little bit more favor to the other side. Oh, it's all based on timing, I guess, if he swings out, but yeah, he is trained in on the angle, and Purpo's found out the hard way that that spot was being held.
Having that ultimate as well. At any moment, he can make things awkward for them. They try and go for the plant. He can steal that player away, and they have to be wary of that when it comes down to the time. It does seem like there's a bit of a gap for them to play around in heaven. It is being watched by RieNs, but bear in mind, he is on 8 HP, so he can't go peeking, he can't go fighting. But I am now just getting wary about that plant. 20 seconds up and coming on the clock. If he catches that player, they're in trouble, but they try and isolate them from behind, and they've done fantastically well. Spike will be retrieved. There's enough time to get back towards the site, and keeping that in a 2v2 and removing Woot is so important.
The ult could come in right now if he was still alive and deny that plant. The shield was online as well. It would have been an absolute disaster, but instead, GX have come out of this one smelling the daisies. Both on site.
Cover going out.
Even a trap for elbow. A trap for behind, but that doesn't help when they can come down from heaven. That's exactly what has happened. We can see that with Boo. I'll suspect both of these players to be here now. There's not many other spots they can be in as they clear out backside and drop. Or drop in front side. Now it's backside to work with, and that's exactly where
having Purpo alongside him. This double duelist looks nasty, and he's gonna get caught. I don't think he gets. Does he get to keep the showstopper? Is it gone? I think it's gone. So
no abilities in this realm.
That's so cursed. You use the showstopper, then you lose it.
That's a harsh punishment. And then Woot's still walking around, shield online from that kill, taking down Cloud. He's got another 12 to work with, and he'll find his third. Benji then strikes from behind. Pressure on Cloud and so much utility, sends it back, and now Purpo's crunched on. Famsii, though, does well to pick up one. That was, I think, even through the smoke, and Purpo, blinded up, is still going. Surviving with another dash and tripling up. He's got another chance. A stun. It's perfect. The spray, not so much, but the job is done. Purpo has found them a pistol round, unless Benji's got another big play up his sleeve.
It was a 1v5 before. He got 4. Now 1v4. But you can see them gathering up. A 3-man stack, all coming in from behind. No chance of Purpo's there to close.
An upgrade on the last round, but that flash has caught him, and the Bulldog not going to get the kill. Although Famsii
in that vent room, they could make things pretty awkward for Heretics.
My eyes are down.
See if Hoodie can match the performance of the Cypher on the other side if he even gets a chance. Spike down, they have to go back up into heaven, and that might be Hoodie's chance to strike. The trip destroyed. Oh, but on the swing, Woot drops him. They spot a player up top too. That's an interesting peek, not one I've seen before, but Fit1nho's there as well. 2 players holding onto that spike with 12 seconds left. Here comes the cavalry. The rope to distract Fit1nho, good for 1, but now being hunted down by the final 2, doing damage. 6 seconds, plant coming in, it's protected, but Fit1nho's got him. The swing here could be everything. He knows the players behind the box, and the spam is enough. Heretics not having the easiest of times, really being challenged by GX, by Fit1nho in particular. What a round from him already. Paranoia into the shot. Oh no, Boo's a little closer than they expected. So is Woot. And now it gets a little bit dangerous because Woot, once he starts, he doesn't stop. Ultimate used as well. Back up to full health. A good fight for this man. And the duel is not his. Despite a lick of damage, he was a bullet away. But that's enough this time in the op coming around the back. That could be the difference maker. There is a player holding him, but RieNs needs to be quick on this shot, and quick he will be. My goodness.
And now it's down to the man who survived a Woot 1v1. You'd think the hard work was done, but still 2 players left to find. He has no idea. What? Still manages to win the battle. And GX are more than ready to try and reaggress. In fact, they're going to go in together. And well, it's only a trade, but that's Woot out of the picture.
Yeah, only a trade, but when it's Woot on ISO taken down, that's a trade you'll certainly be happy to have. Showstopper in play as well for Famsii if things get a little bit wild. The Heretics side are looking to move towards him. Not many from down below, though. It's going to be mostly a heaven play with Rolling Thunder focused towards main. A gamble from them, thinking the space would still be taken, but it hasn't been. Paranoia, showstopper, not landing, not getting the kills, at least some damage, but the position of Cloud catches them off guard. 2 kills in his position, and it looks like it might just be done and dusted with RieNs catching the teleport. That's a disaster, but he doesn't know where the last player is. Hoody has the element of surprise. He has the jump on him, and he has the kill. Beautiful stuff. 12 to 6. But now
I see your
nowadays.
point. I see your point. Aggressive from Purpo, and Woot will meet in return.
So,
Now,
yeah.
it really is just absurd. For Woot, it doesn't seem to matter. They missed Car, but Woot didn't. A double take on the angle.
30 seconds left.
Another big multi-frag from him, and
On Hoody for GX, but the point is they might want to drop these weapons out of GX's hands, but they also have to consider the cost to their own economy. They do lose a couple of players. Boo's not considering a damn thing. He's running it
make
down.
this have effect. And well, straight away, he's going to go for that aggressive fight. He may have taken the shield away. I think he has. And actually, Karch followed up. There you go. I guess he gets away with it.
Well, 17 HP, quite a price to pay, but Woot is out of the round. And even just looking at the previous round and how quickly he was able to break open this B-site defense, granted with not the best of weapons, but it's a good thing to have him down in the dirt for that defensive side. Operator as well, on 17 health or not, they're going to be swinging into him, and that gives Purpo a chance to make this life worth a little bit more. Although, the only thing I will say, Tom, is again, look at the rotations. Famsii's moved to B. Cloud was just outside of heaven, shot missed by Purpo, and now he's in a lot of trouble. Here comes MiniBoo sliding through, but Cloud again able to catch them on the side angle.
Yeah, they don't need to overextend here either. They have that man advantage.
Exactly where you are.
Information will be collected. I think the main issue, that rolling thunder, but more so clearing out Boo. He's always lurking around these positions in heaven. It's something that GX should be more than aware of. He's done it in plenty of rounds.
Especially with Neural Theft online, but the Rolling Thunder might make this difficult. It hasn't actually caught the player furthest back. Hoody was just out of range. Another smoke goes down. Trap on the way out, and Benji swung! Caught them completely off guard! That's 4! Famsii throws in a nade, and that's the exact moment that he goes in. Unbelievable.
Does Hoody even survive? It's going to be incredibly close.
You need help. Paranoia going up into heaven. TP across.
30 seconds
Reposition from Fit1nho. Now on the backside, ready to fight. 2 more players coming in. It's Breach and Raze. It's stacked up on this site. Rifles in hand. This could be it for GX, where they finally put a stop to it. A chance for Fit1nho. Cloud backs him up, but the numbers stay even. Rolling Thunder put out. That's the defenders. Striking! Will Benji up above takes his 3rd on his 4th!
Definitely feels that way. 5 rounds in a row. Famsii up close. As said, a single kill could get them a couple of ults online. Well, Cloud's got 1, but they're falling like flies. MiniBoo and Woot, the double duelist leading the charge. Cloud needs to be a hero, and he won't be. This has all but fallen apart. 2 players remaining. This was a scoreline of 12 to 6. We were talking about GX showing what they've got, stepping up to the plate, bringing in this 20-year-old to play that duelist role and taking a map off Heretics like it was already over. Best we forget who they're playing against. Fit1nho to try and save them. Now just on to Hoody. A 1 versus 4 to stop this going to OT, to stem the bleeding that has been this last 6 rounds. But let's be real, Mitch. We're going to OT.
My ultimate is ready.
Yeah, I don't think Hoody has a damn choice about it. Get all the kills you want here. The clock is the one enemy.
Timing will be everything.
Paranoia from Boo. It's only slowing them down. Actually, no, it's not. I lied. Hey, it's giving RieNs a chance to strike. He only gets the 1, does damage to another, and Boo could be an overextension. He goes in for the fight, but he knows Benji's on the site. The man that's been able to take them down again and again, regardless of the numbers up against him. Well, here's a real challenge. They're vulnerable. They're so vulnerable. He gets a double, and now the push out of Woot. 6 seconds still on this ability, but the shield's gonna fall. So too will Fit1nho. Hoody, the last man standing on the site, and he's just seen Woot disappear around the corner. The timing, oh, it's terrible. It could have been his. At least he has the info, though. He knows there's 1 heaven. He knows there's 1 spawn. An attempt perhaps to plant and draw them into the open. That's exactly what he's doing, but they don't budge. They don't move. 20 seconds on the clock. They'll let the pressure of time creeping up on him make him make a mistake. There's the swing. He might, but he wasn't feeling it this time. Instead, regrouping for the B push.
Push through from MiniBoo. Fit1nho's position might not be checked, not cleared properly. That's at least one. Another for Fit1nho. It's his turn to thrive. Finally, someone is stepping up. It's been a while, and Fit1nho's taken over, leaving Benji all alone, and not this time.
Stun is good. Woot's on the back of it. He's been stunned himself. The swing through by MiniBoo was already underway. Good disruptive utility from GX, and with RieNs down, now there's a lot of pressure on this man here. Woot on his run down. He's caught by the util. He's got to fight, and that's not a duel. He wins. All right, Benji. We've hyped you up quite a bit, man. We've talked about clutches, individual plays. Now's your chance. Take the stage.
No. If GX lose this one, we kick them out of the league. That's what I'm going to say. There's absolutely 0% chance. Thank you very much.
I certainly hope they've got at least one more. Stun lined up perfectly. That's caught them. It sent Purpo forward, but he wins the fight, and the blast packs buy them time to get out. Cloud
being able to run in with that shield. Information has been garnered by Hoodie. And with the aggression on the other side of the map, it leaves him alone. Now, the thing is, he can't fight this. The only thing I expect to see from Hoodie in this position is throwing up a cage and basically just waiting for anybody to run into the trip, or even waiting for them to smoke off the angle for him. Other than that, it just has to be a retake play by GX.
30 seconds.
And that's exactly what we're going to get. 3 players moving back towards the vent as well. It will be Benji with another challenge in his hands, as always. Seems to be the man that's left in the position to do the work. No utility put through, but Benji doesn't land the shots, nor does RieNs. This is falling apart now for Heretics. They made it to the finish line, but at the last second, it seems they'll be overtaken. Haven on the minds of GX, but they've got to get through MiniBoo and Boo, the brothers, already denying the defuse, but that is all they can do. 50.
Smoke will potentially delay them a little bit more. Never mind. Woot's under pressure. Shield up. It's actually going to be Purpo goes through. Completely ignores Woot. And well, he's even going to win that battle as well. A huge individual play from Purpo to start. MiniBoo wants to try and get back in as quickly as possible. Almost caught with stun in hand, and Paranoia will force him back even further. And although RieNs has got one, it's now MiniBoo in a 1v4.
I guess it is Purpo on the Neon I should have been most excited about. Not a bad start for him, dealing with Woot, opening up this site completely. And, well, MiniBoo, let's see if he can fight back against 4. Benji could do it. I'm not sure, even in this scenario. Purpo's already spotted him, info there, and a firing squad of players. With that, I've learned Ashes to the Stinger what I am to the Odin.
Bad.
Wow, there was no need for that. Nice stun coming out of Purpo. At least catches MiniBoo up close and trades out those fights.
And around like this,
it's an upgraded weapon.
Yeah, they can
So that he could stun either side, regardless of where the contact comes in. Instead, that breach utility will not be here. And again, benjyfishy finds himself facing down against a lot of players, but not alone. This time, Woot is here with him. Shield up, ready for the fight. He's got his first, but that is all. And a shutdown of both players on the site. Rotates have come in just in time, but even then, just in time for a bit of damage. Purpo and Fit1nho both low, but it's going to be tough to take them down.
RieNs does have a full belt of utility to play with, but they're actually going to get aggressive. The 2 lower HP players leaving Cloud on his lonesome, but they're wrapping back around behind. This isn't going to be expected. Nobody really watching in that direction. They've already managed to bypass a lot of the awkward positions for GX, and already they're going to try and get that opening pick. Boo hasn't managed to escape. That's a great start from Cloud.
Yeah, and they're straight in on the back of it. No stopping this train. Oh, okay, maybe there is. MiniBoo does well. He was blinded up there, still got his one. Now, Woot's chance with the shield back online. The ult's gonna be popped. He's caught someone, it's Fit1nho. Oh, he was big on the last map, but a big play needed here, and it's Woot coming out on top. Shield not even gonna be damaged. And the spike taken. But Hoodie has a 1 versus 3 to attempt. And sure, the shield will at least be gone from Woot, but he's got a meat shield of 2 players to work with.
Still, we've seen the last map from Hoodie look good.
But they know he's gone too, because the turret or the alarm bot went down.
Yeah, the problem is he's going to have to take his time worrying that maybe Benji's still here or someone's lurking around in the darkness, and instead he's going to be flanked on. He might not even get a chance to plant this spike. Left in the last too long.
There's some information there. The paranoia, though, obscures a lot of it. Big fight for RieNs. He's actually going to put the Rolling Thunder in. That's caught them. They're all stunned up and now
30
very
seconds
damn
left.
close to it. He has fought.
Although the money's...
You know, if there was a Killjoy on Team Heretics with ult online, that round would make a lot, well, maybe less sense with the hyper-aggressive position. But it seems like they have alternate plans. Spamming through the smoke on the choke point, an opening duel is found. That's Cloud, 10-4 now. The rest of the squad on Heretics still have to fight through this choke point. I like the fast lane helping them out, blocking that angle, even forces Purpo back.
The vulnerable. Both paranoias still online. Already the stun's in, so much utility. Observer's nightmare into play, but it's the defenders doing everything. Leaving hoody, 21 HP, and just run for the hills, my friend. There is absolutely no chance that you're winning this from this point onwards. Holding onto the gun is the best case scenario. A really clean look to the retake.
Well, what was heard? What was seen? They immediately shift back. Nothing on A, and instead, it's going to be a stack up towards C. Woot does lose his life, but they shouldn't expect this many players to be here. Never mind. MiniBoo is deleted immediately. Good flash, but headshot out of hoody. Well, that will deter further re-aggression and get a plant in for GX. This fake, it didn't fully work. It almost backfired. But now they found themselves in a 5v3 as a result of it. And, well, I don't think RieNs has long to live. The flash saved him for a moment, but not a moment longer.
As a group. Like, you don't... Again, it's going to be isolated fights, and again, it's almost just a bit of a ruse. They've slow walked back into that B site. RieNs, though, has done well.
Respect the wall bang play, and the second one, too, RieNs. Tell me a third one. Always love to see it. Got some support here as well. Although flashes are no longer in play for RieNs, they have still got Boo on the paranoia. Problem is, he's a little far away. Not sure he's going to use it from there. Coming up behind and taking a fight just now. Already Cloud's able to drop him, and now they've opened up the side control with Woot down. Flash now focusing on another duel. They're not stopping, and they might wish they did. Rolling Thunder from Fit1nho. It's used right off rip. It's caught a player up close. Benji, and he's safe. Okay, another piece of utility. Let's try to run the clock down a little bit further. The defuse now needs to be attempted pretty soon, and have to fight for some control unless they're dropping it right there in the corner. In fact, they will. This does leave a safe space towards the back of C site. Rolling Thunder's going to be used, though. There might be no safe space. Not for the attackers. Benji right on them. Already taking down one. Lockdown destroyed. Boo striking from above. He does damage, and as he's being hunted down, his teammates were there. But they weren't able to convert the kill. And now MiniBoo's kind of isolated on the backside. Purpo able to drop him. This is a bit of a disaster. I thought Purpo was already out of this round. I was ready to add an orb to the hood, but instead, it's a 3 versus 3 with Purpo very much still being a threat. The flank, it's being heard. It's definitely being heard now with the shield activated, but dealing with it will be a different thing entirely. Vulnerability, it's perfect. It's caught him, and it's an easy kill for Woot with shield regenerated. He'll move towards the site, but Purpo is tearing through his teammates. Famsii with another 2 HP left. The shield soon to disappear, and
now Benji going to be under pressure again. The full force of this squad barreling down on him. There's no escape. Purpo just too quick at his heels, and already with a post-plant Hunter's Fury. There's going to have to be something here, maybe an attempt to take a 1v1 to even things up. We'll see if that's the case.
Well, if they want to attempt a 1v1 to even things up, I know someone who has an ult online. But not a shield to work with. It would be an even fight, not one he wants to take. Instead, grouping with the team, and it's not worked out. Absolute desolation from the side of GX with RieNs left to try to save this rifle, but they're going to deny it. Already pushing up close
into teams they have.
Shield
coming up left. Purpo, again, there to lead the charge. He's been fantastic. And there comes the attempt. I don't think he caught anyone. Nobody caught off the back of the ultimate from Woot. Now they try and run in, and it's just a blender. Boo up above is the only real threat left, with Benji only having a pistol, and that threat was absolutely nothing.
That's a real shame. Even waiting until the spike plant, it could have been so much different, but Woot had already activated his shield, so he had to use the ultimate.
Not looking his best here either. They definitely could change going into this attack, but they want to get that pistol off the mark. He's leading the way. First kill, the tip of the spear of MiniBoo, and Woot up right behind him. But again, Purpo does incredible work. It should have been a case where maybe he gets one, but he's made this possible.
He has indeed. Paranoia still for Famsii, although the same can be said for Boo. The shield should be going down for Woot any second now, if not already. So that's at least something for GX. Smoke fading as he goes right on in up close, and he almost got a shot at the second player. But Famsii's left to do it. And they've made the call. They suspect this is where Heretics are going, and they have read it correctly. Winning the first fight was Boo, but okay, I thought Purpo had more in him, but good flashes keep him down. They don't know about Cloud though. Surprise, there he is, one for him, and that is all he gets. Hoodie here in time to support his buddy, and in fact will win.
Open. You'd expect someone to clear this or at least go down. That's the first. Stun not really working out, trying to escape. This is going to be difficult, but he doesn't try and escape. He sticks around for a second. Again, another mammoth task placed on Purpo's shoulders, but he thrives.
30 seconds left.
Well, he had a choice. Get shot in the back or stand your ground. See how many you can take down. The correct call was made, as we can see. Reposition of the Killjoy utility also. The turret was on B, but the alarm bot had been sat here inside Garage. Now it's been pulled back because of Hoodie's new position. And that timing of Famsii, it nearly put the favor so clearly in their hands, but instead, it's competition still. Rolling Thunder for RieNs. No, not yet. They're gonna wait a moment. Allow GX to get close, and now, the Rolling Thunder angle is pretty bad. It only goes towards the spawn, and the rest of the squad's already gone into the Garage. Boo has to hold strong. Good stun, good follow-up on the back of it. RieNs gets stunned, but Benji's still good to go. And with the cam up, he knows exactly where Fit1nho is. Didn't manage the tag, but he might not need it. RieNs has gone down to secure the round, and the
Four players set up from GX.
Oh, here's an early fight. Purpo, he's been challenged on both angles, somehow finds one. Famsii comes up for the support. Great damage done with Benji, barely holding on to life. But still, the kills seem to be swinging the other direction. MiniBoo runs out of juice at just the wrong moment. And with Purpo on 18 health, matching that almost of what benjyfishy, in effect, matching it. There's not a lot that we can hope from either of those players. It comes down to Boo to create this space. No ultimate to work with. He can't TP for reposition. There's still Killjoy utility watching C, watching B. Where can he take it? Straight into the waiting arms of Cloud by the looks of things.
Yeah, the thing is for GX with the lockdown, they almost don't need to fight this. The smoke.
Oh, I love it.
You'd think it maybe gives the game away, but it doesn't. Purpo's dead to rights. Just as he turns, will be taken out. And now they're going to try and go back. The problem is, I don't know if he realized Cloud was this close. Just about makes it around the corner, and now any worries will have dissipated. They can get themselves into that after plant. There's only really one angle that they're going to have to keep an eye on, and there's nothing Cloud should be able to do in time to stop him.
Oh, Benji! I thought he was down and out. I thought he was done for. But Cloud has pushed the site when they have a lockdown being placed. Completely disconnected in this 2v2. And now, well, the result is a very difficult clutch. Both players sitting in the same corner. I love this. Who's the first to swing? Is it the low HP Benji? You would think so. Allow Boo to play later on into the round. Already tagged by the turret from Team Heretics. Stun is good, but they haven't seen Famsii. It's a free kill. He's got his one. And the rest of the squad's actually given up. Even the players that made it through have now gone back.
Well, there's a chance to even things up. Woot looking to take the 1v1 versus Famsii. He's lost it before, and it's a little bit shaky, but he gets it over the line. Putting things back into a 4v4 scenario. Space has been taken as well by Boo. Deep in towards the Garage. Paranoia will be thrown out, but two players still here. Hoodie almost able to get away with it. But RieNs again is there to save the day.
Yeah, and the beautiful...
Benji now starting to come up.
The C side, they've chosen correctly and caught the fight out of Garage just in time.
Oh no, that's Famsii gone as well. If it wasn't bad enough already, there's no utility to delay over on this C site anymore. The stun from the other side means that Purpo diving through this, it would seemingly be suicide. They're actually going to go for it. They're going to try and make a play, and well...
Now GX are behind 3 in a row for OT. Heretics already feel their slot being filled in playoffs, and it's benjyfishy. Oh, look at the position. It's absolutely gorgeous. He's got one. slowed down the push. The Odin didn't find success, but there's still plenty more players to fill in the gaps, and they're doing just that. Purpo popping the ult in a desperate attempt, and Cloud does find one straight through the cage. It's not over just yet, but that might be the final nail in the coffin. Big play needed by Purpo. He's moving to the site, but the players just tucked in, waiting for a chance to take the fight together, and they're not giving him an inch. Good luck in this one. With time ticking away, even the vulnerable through, just to make him slow that down a little bit more. Cam catching him. Oh my goodness, he's not got an inch to breathe. And this could be it, and it should be it. It almost wasn't.